Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to more Isaac, where I've got some more mods installed. We have the... let's actually go through them. Lost and Forgotten was requested. Rebecca, I saw as a character mod. Amy, the Fox, I saw as another one. So we're gonna do... oh, also with Lost and Forgotten, it added, I think, Divided, Minudis, and Yosef. So we're going to do Amy the Fox. And, because I like foxes. Foxes are cute. I don't know why. I don't know what that is. Let's just leave. Is it always going to hunt me down? Yep, maybe it is. I don't know. So with this character, they have the Stompy Stomps. Hold on, I want to see if I have to activate that. So I'm actually going to go back in and... I want to see if it's something I have to activate or if it just activates on its own. Well, it certainly isn't an always thing. But yeah, it's a... slow character. So it's basically like a Maggie. With pretty good damage. You know, 7, that's pretty okay. But a very, very bad shot speed. Or tears rate. I think the shot speed might be fine. And that's what we're going to go for today. We do have the Lost and Forgotten, so that might just kick my butt. Let's save that for the next floor. Right now, ideally, a damage up. No, sorry. Yeah, a damage up. I need more damage. Well, more damage wouldn't hurt. But right now, ideally, I need anything but that. But, you know, toots. Also, as a response to a comment I got, but is also not a direct response. Anyway, so, Fusion asked, or made a suggestion about, like, talking about my school stuff or making videos on it or something. I don't remember what the exact was, but I've gone ahead and done something on that. It hasn't gone live, but it will as soon as I'm done the class. I would have put it up earlier, but then we actually needed to do something that involves YouTube, we had to playtest one of our classmates' levels, and I didn't want to... Not that I'm bad-mouthing anyone, but I had comments that said, like, your level's too maze-like. It's not. It's literally about as straightforward as this map is right here. There's a chance that I'm going to get a really bad grade, and if so, I'm going to have words with the teacher, because... we had to choose level mechanics to do. And the level mechanics I chose were very basic. Because that's just, well, it's just what I chose. I don't know how to do a lot of the things. That's the biggest factor that's preventing me from making, you know, a better level, is just my sheer lack of knowledge. It's a lot of damage up. But just my sheer lack of knowledge is preventing most of what I can do. Because for a lot of it, we need to add specific things to it. I'll get back into the level mechanic in just a second. But, ooh, nice, health up. We needed to talk about... we needed to do specific things, like having our objectives or whatever pop up on the screen, and I don't know how to do that, so you know, I had to look into it. So I couldn't just be like, alright, here it is. The teacher also specifically said avoid using much or too much dialogue. And by dialogue, I mean, dang it! Yeah, I mean dang it. No, god dang it. The speed's the killer. But the... we were supposed to avoid using text as much as humanly possible. Because just having text convey what you're supposed to do is not inherently good level design. Because you want the level itself to explain what you're supposed to do. Not just have to literally tell the player. Elsewise, you're just getting into, like, the annoying tutorial thing. Doing them like Mega Man X is done is far better. Because then the game teaches you without literally... hold on, I have to let my kitty cat out. You want to go out? Huh? You're scratching it. Well, you're not scratching. You're trying to open the door. Alright, get out. You're not welcome back in here until I finish this episode. So we needed to create the we wanted to use text as little as possible, and either the assignment didn't specifically state that we needed to do it, or I misread it. If I misread it, I'm probably going to lose like 40 points on the assignment, which is ridiculous. But my assignment ends and doesn't connect to another level directly. I don't believe there was any, like, actual statement that said, hey, it needs to flow into the next level. But if the... Hello? Y'all, let's take that. And this, why not? You know what, I'm missing HP. Let's fill it up. But yeah, so that I'm worried about that because my level literally hits a stop. But we made one level, so I don't know. I don't think it was actually in the rubric that our level had to end open-ended. As in, like, not you have to backtrack a lot to get to it. Like, the start is not supposed to be your quote-unquote endpoint. Which it's not mine. But to get to the next level, you'd have to go to the start point, and in that case, you would be able to just skip the level. If it connected with another one, because you just wouldn't need to. So I know what I need to do to that. I just have to make it so the collectibles open a door. I don't know how to do that, though. That's why I didn't do it. Hello? Goodbye. And that's what I'm talking about with my knowledge is what's holding me back, like my inherent knowledge. Because I don't really know how to look it up. Okay. Maybe he would kill himself eventually? I don't know. But for it, the biggest problems I have are just my lack of know-how. Yeah, so I'm hoping I get a good grade. Now, when I brought up we had to include mechanics into the game, or into our level. We were told to go based off of the previous week's mechanics. Or, not previous week, but a previous assignment. And in that assignment, it had collecting something. as a mechanic. Like, or sorry, interacting with something, which i.e. is, you know, collecting something. So, I used a gravity gun, which is one of the things that the game, the engine that we're making it on inherently has. And so I used the gravity gun and the interacting with stuff. And if he wants to take points away from that, I'm going to flip at him, because all it says is IPM, which is Introduce, Practice, Master. So, kind of like in Mega Man, they introduce a mechanic. Then you have... So, like, the jump... Just for argument's sake, the jumping. You have to... you jump in a safe area, because you have to jump over an enemy. You won't die immediately. Sure, why not? But you won't die immediately. So... it allows you to learn it. Practicing it is when they have pits and stuff, but it's not like guaranteed insta-kill pits. So that's basically what the IPM is. It's introduce a method, have a practicing system on it, and then master it. So I'm genuinely worried that the teacher is going to be a dick about it. Because if he's like, he only had the introduction on him, because I do use a pressure plate and a switch, which I used in one of the previous assignments in this class, because I did. I didn't, the teacher hadn't gone over like how to do the collectibles and stuff, so I didn't, or how to have the collectibles being something else. But, so, I'm gonna have to have words with the teacher. If he wants, I'll redo it and apply those, because it's really simple. I just add more of them in and give them different, yeah, I just give them different collectibles, because just you hit the switch, you now have access to this. You hit this switch, you now have access to this. You hit this switch, it activates the door moving, or something like that. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm very worried about it, especially since this assignment is 75, jeez, no, it's 35% of my grade. Which, I don't know. Personally, I hugely disagree with having things weighted so heavily on one assignment. But I get that that's, you know, you release the game, you only get one release of the game. So, don't like it, but I do accept it. I just, if he's gonna challenge me on that, it'll be like, look, dum-dum. And by that, I mean, look, teach. No, in my head, I'll say dum-dum, but hopefully he don't watch my videos. But I will, flip quite dramatically. He already did one thing that pissed me off so far in the class, which was, he deducted professionalism points, which is like participation points, on something that there was no clear indication that I would lose points on it, but it was 0.5% off my total grade, so I'm not going to fight him on it. I was going to save the battle for later. Hopefully I wouldn't need to, but as it stands right now, I'm ready to take that fight. I just really hope that doesn't happen, because that'll really piss me off. Because the teacher... I mean, look, Teach, if you're watching this, You gotta fix some shit. I'm gonna leave everything I'm about to say in your review, or the, like, class review. Mittens is now back at my door. But, cause it's anonymous. But, he did not state things clearly. Things were, like, hidden. Not, like, they were available, but it wasn't clear where they were. And a lot of students kept asking that, like, questions like, where do I find this? Where do I find this? When the teacher could have just as easily had it laid out better. For, like, where the notes are and where his live sessions are. Because with it, we can attend a live session or we can just watch the recorded. I don't want to attend a live session because, I don't know, I'm usually busy during it. And I also don't care about asking questions during it because until I actually get the hands-on, I won't care. So, that's just how I handle my studies and stuff. Varicose Lanes and Monstrous Tooth. It's all poopy. But yeah, I'm concerned. Because I'm gonna absolutely lose my shit if he takes away a bunch of points for that. Like, I don't care about my GPA. Like, it's pretty good right now. It's like a 3.7, 3.8 or something. Nah, as soon as I hit the wall, I knew it was game. But it's like a 3.7 or something. So I've got a pretty good grade. Or pretty good GPA. So long as I pass the class, I don't care. I know that my GPA will affect other things, but I'm just not gonna pay $2,000 to take the class again. I don't know how much it is to take a class. It's a regular college class. They're ridiculously expensive. But so long as I pass it, I don't care. And if I fail because of myself, alright, well, that was because of me. But if it's because he doesn't clearly state things, I think I don't know if I've actually brought this up before in videos. I'm pretty sure I brought it up on stream before, but some of the expectations they have are too high, and that irritates the crap out of me. Not because they expect me to know something, it's because they don't teach me and expect me to know it. And then they're like, yeah, but you could Google it. And I'm like, bitch, you're my teacher. No. You're the one who's supposed to answer my questions. Curse spoon. Let me have all the curses. But yeah, it's not... We're not testing my ability to Google something. If anything, and I know that, you know, you can argue that I'm wrong here, I'm testing if you can teach. This is about you teaching me, not me Googling things. If your response is you should Google it, you're a bad teacher. Like, I'm literally paying you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. My full 4 years there costs about 50 grand. So, whatever that is. You know, I'm paying you hundreds of dollars. I refuse to take a lazy excuse. It's not how this is gonna work. I mean, I know I, like, genuinely actually don't have a say. Alright, well, I'm invisible now. Okay, so that was actually intended. That's cool. Burrows underground. Nice. But, because as much as I don't want it to be that way, students don't have any of that power. Where they can, you know, demand rights for, you know, what they're doing. Which is disgusting, because I'm the one paying. I should be getting what I want out of it. But we live in a society, man. No, but that's just how it is, which is... I don't like it. But, yeah. So, once the class ends, which is literally this week, it actually ends tomorrow? So like Friday or something, I'm going to release a video, and it's just me talking about my level that I made for it. I don't know exactly how long I take to make the video, or how long I'm talking in the video. I think it's like 10 minutes-ish. The level does not take... The level takes like 2.5 minutes to beat. It's not supposed to be a robust, content-filled level, because it's not. I'm not at that point where I'd be making those. And yeah, so I'm not at that point. Yeah, you grab that. So I didn't spend Talisman of Absorption. Let's say less heal. Is this another troll mod? Swear to God, it's better not be another friggin' troll mod. Give me even less speed. Oh, hell yeah. So slow. But yeah, that's, I don't know, that's kind of my feelings on it. I'm worried, because some of the teachers are dicks. Like, they don't understand how to teach. They know the material, I'm not arguing that. They don't know that a teacher is supposed to teach, not tell me to fucking Google things. Sorry, I actually had one of my teachers literally, I asked a question about one of the assignments. Alright, I can't pick them up. I asked a question about one of the assignments, and the teacher, because it was about Pong, we had to make a Pong tutorial, which I'm fine with. But the teacher literally told me to just Google a Pong tutorial if I don't understand what he meant. I gave him quite the strongly worded reaction. Because I don't know coding yet. So, if I don't know how to code it, I can't code it. In the actual, like, coding. Sometimes you can do workarounds, like, I don't know how to animate it well, but I know how to do this or something like that. So you can work around things. Excuse me. Had to take a drink. But, it's exactly the same as asking someone, what does omelette du fromage mean? I don't know. Alright, well, you failed. No! You have to tell them what it means. And if I'm asking because I don't understand, how about you literally point me in the right direction, don't tell me to Google it. Like, because I do genuinely get that there is a point of, some of the students, like, just asked really dumb questions. Stuff like, can I have the code for the assignment, or something. Like, literally asking the teacher, just do it for me. No, obviously, the teacher shouldn't do that. But it should be like, you can find what you need in section 3 of the notes, or something. Okay, cool. I have a starting point to work with. Oh, is that stats up? Damn. I can work with that, because then they've pointed me in the right direction. I don't genuinely know why I went there. So, yeah, that's an example of, like, they can lead me in the right direction, because then it's up to me to figure it out from there, and if I have more questions, then, well, bitch, you better answer them. I can't pick that up now. Obviously, I'm being less professional because I'm on my YouTube channel. And if you find this, don't be a bitch and, like, whine because I'm having a discussion in private. I know it's public, but shut up! I haven't given any names. I didn't even say what school I'm going to. So, if you take it personally, that's 100% on you. You don't even know I'm complaining about you. Except for the teacher who told me to Google things. That's fucking weak. Okay. Why don't I... Okay, whatever. So, yeah. Hopefully hopefully I get a decent enough grade on it. I am worried about, you know, getting a bad grade. Because, you know, like I said, 35% of my total grade is that one assignment. And I didn't do good on the first assignment because I was literally just too stressed to focus. Oh, but that's not a good excuse! I mean, you're right, but at the same time, I don't have a better explanation for you. Yeah, I just can't pick up anything now. If I explained, like, what was going on and they actually still have a problem with it, Monsieur, you can get fucked. I don't want to hear anything you have to say about that. Because it's a pretty big thing. It's pretty reasonable to be upset. So. So I like that it's a fox. I don't know what it's referencing because I'm lazy. Never read descriptions. Thank you. I was about to say, do I have to reset this? That'll be super annoying. Can I pick up the item now? Nope. I'm pretty sure this is just a bug because I've sunk below the floor. Maybe if I take damage, I can collect items again. I can't take damage. What about a bomb? I'm invincible! What about shots? Yeah, I broke it! Oh, man. Oh my god. I can't be touched by anything. I'm invincible! Man, this character's really good. I was actually thinking that things on the ground could at least hurt me. Whoops. Yeah, that's all that's been going on with school. I have a test to take tomorrow as well, but I mean, it's not going to be a problem. Because, like, so I have two thoughts about this. Right, can't touch anything. No, can't touch that either. First thought is open note tests can sometimes, like, hurt showing what a student knows, but ultimately, what is the... Okay, besides, like, learning a language, you shouldn't just give them a dictionary. That's stupid. But for a lot of tests, the whole point is to teach, is to show what you've learned. And in life, you will always have access to your notes. Or almost always. The situations when you actually don't have access to your notes is so far and few between that they, like, genuinely can't be compared. Especially, like, if you're doing a job, you can always just ask someone. I'm not saying you should ask people on tests, because that's kind of dumb. If they literally had you able to just ask all your friends, or whatever. I should really just end this, but I want to keep talking, so I'm just going to keep showing. Hopefully that's fine with you guys. I'm only if this ever happens again in another episode, like, besides being, like, really far off so I forget. Yeah, I don't want to just walk around and be invincible. But I do want to finish what I'm talking about. So, the whole point is, like, being able to identify the trends and whatever. So it's like, for mine, just for example, game design. If you are like, I want to do this type of level thingy, so I want to make the character turn purple when they pick this up. Okay. And then you're like, I don't know how to make the character turn purple when they pick this thingy up. Those are cool enemies. Probably gonna just destroy me, but... the point behind it isn't that it's like, alright, well, you don't know how to do it, so get fucked. It's you know what you're trying to do, and then you'd have to, like, identify what the solutions are on that. I wonder if I can take deals with the devil. Probably not. Oh. Literally invincible. But... you need to, you'd have to identify, like, okay, so I would need to, like, modify the character model, some way. So what kind of triggers can I do for that? And then, like, you look it up and you're like, alright, so I could apply a texture shader onto the character thing I want to change color. What's the code for texture shader? And then you look it up and you're like, alright, so now I know that it's, you go, like, game object, hex change, apply, or then you do an if statement, your if, character, or if player has this in inventory, apply the hex change, or something like that. That would be an example of it. But if you don't know it in the first place, like, you don't even know that, like, color could be called hex changing or whatever, or you don't know about if statements, you won't get it right because you don't know. And if they're just like, hey, look it up, stupid, you're not stupid. You just are ignorant of the solution. You don't know it. So that's why I'm an advocate for, like, open note tests and stuff. It's like when you're doing math, if you don't give me a cheat sheet or allow me to make my own, I'm fine not literally handing me one. But if I'm not allowed to have a cheat sheet, you're stupid as a teacher. The point isn't memorization. It's recognition. Because you recognize that it needs the Pythagorean theorem to work on triangles. If you're trying to find the hypotenuse. Or, I mean, literally any side so long as you have two of them. On right triangles. So, that's a cool looking demon baby. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. I don't know what's going on. I do. It's 3:30 in the morning. I've not been sleeping well. Like, at all. I've been sleeping and then... like, I don't know. Like, I've been sleeping a lot, but it hasn't been good sleep. Here's the power of an unencumbered Meat Boy. Alright, so we did want 4 of those things. I don't know what made me invincible. I kind of want this run to be over because I don't want to be invincible anymore. That's... I mean, okay, I didn't pick up the Polaroid, but if I could have, I wouldn't have. I would have just wanted to check. Just because being invincible going through an extra floor is kind of boring. There's no challenge. So, you know. Hey guys, how about you drop by my Twitch streams? Twitch.tv. I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of this episode. It's hard to stay on topic. It's not hard to stay on topic, but it's when you're tired. That's just an excuse, though. I've done it when I was tired before. Yeah, but that's this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. We'll be back in the next episode of... Well, I mean, we're gonna have more Isaac, because I'm having fun doing the modded stuff. But we'll also... Alright, I wanted you to go away a little quicker. But, yeah, I'm gonna try and get some other types of videos out sooner rather than later. Sorry, like other games. Going back to some of the old ones and then also spicing them up, adding some new ones in, so. Like I do plan on doing some more... Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. Can't even finish the game. But I do plan on doing a little bit more Kakarot. I know that my videos are like super spread out. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to work on it. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.